the digital transformation is completely changing the world, right? And the way in which it is going to affect the financial services is going to be significant. And financial service is the very basic fabric of every commerce or every fact of life of human being. And the way in which bank of tomorrow is going to evolve is going to facilitate the basic human needs rather than financial product by itself. So what I mean by this is that there's going to be more banking but less of bank. So it is going to be ubiquitous, the banking activity, but it just becomes a substrate on which human basic needs are all going to be etched in its form. And this transformation, the bank of tomorrow, we believe the opportunity for the bank is to own the complete customer's space of fulfilling their needs and own the customer in its true reality and helping the customer to achieve their basic needs. And by orchestrating their partners, the whole ecosystem, and which is all facilitated by this digital journey. And this is what other industry leaders from technologies are trying to do. They're just using their own ecosystem. They're facilitating their customers, the way in which they conduct their businesses and transactions in a much more seamless manner, right? The bank can adopt the same philosophy in their own environment. Our mission is about making our customers' mission possible. In other words, helping them deliver their brand promises in a way that we facilitate measuring and monitoring that brand promise on a continuous basis. Now, what we as an organization has achieved over the past decade is that we have stayed focused to the basic aspect of revenue management, which is in an industry agnostic form, and we work with multiple industries with the possibility that in the future a customer owner may have to deal with all the product and services that the customer needs. So it will be a convergence of multiple industries. And we are working with telecom, we are working with banks, and we are working with travel, retail, and multiple industries. A bank of tomorrow is going to be focused on the very basic customers' personalized needs, and they may have to converge multiple stakeholders of multiple industries to make that possible. With the experience in multiple industries, we believe we will be in a much better equipped to deal with the bank of tomorrow's customer ownership in a significant manner. In this digital transformation, many banks have adopted the journey of completely overhauling their back office and trying to become agile to deal with the digital world of tomorrow. But many of those initiatives have unfortunately failed significantly. But what we are bringing to the table is the ability to disassociate your system of engagement and system of records. The system of record, the back office, which is the core banking systems, and which is superbly engineered to perform high performance transactions, and with the agility which is required for the customer facing functions. And SunTec digital core will decouple these two systems and act as a flexible layer within this, bringing the necessary intelligence both in terms of financial engagement and also orchestrating multiple services between the system of records and the system of engagement. As per the open banking initiatives, which is predominantly driven by the European countries, and also is being adopted in some part of Asia and in Australia for that matter, it mandates that banks open up their ecosystem, their internal system based on the guidelines. And also this fundamentally makes the transparency required, and with the privacy control that is required by the regulation. So there is a significant element of investment happening in the space. From SunTec's point of view, what we are trying to facilitate using this, if the banks continue in the current form of their existence, it becomes just a utility service. but using this as a great opportunity, converting this threat into a significant opportunity, creating an ecosystem where all these partners, product and services can be orchestrated by the bank for the ultimate benefit of the customer, meeting their personalized need rather than trying to just provide one financial product or service. For example, when I say a customer goes for a mortgage because they want to own a house, so why not bank look at helping the customer to own their house rather than just selling a mortgage business? That's a kind of transformation. Even the plenary conversation of Sibos, that was the kind of theme that banks are looking at. Facilitating that is our core business focus at this moment. We are significantly committed to the kind of transformation, digital transformation that's happening in this world, because this is not just in one industry, it is happening across the whole human existence. So it is just not one industry which we are focused on. We are focused on multiple industries: telecom, banking, retail, even healthcare and insurance, and these are all the areas which we are focusing on. So our focus is to enhance our capability in the revenue management and product management, and help the organization manage their entire value flow in their ecosystem in a significant manner, not only managing their financial value contribution, but also intangible value contribution to the customers, the experience of their product and services, which is going to make the whole converged and digital world all focused towards the one single aspect, which is the customer centricity and making customers' life easier and better in the coming days.